What's up, guys? We're going live today.
We finished? Ready?
Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to another live. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to another live with me and Dad. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Deep breath. Welcome back to the Rabasha Family Podcast. We're here for yet again another episode. Me and Dad. How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I had good day today. So today is Sunday. And the weather.
Do you have your mic on?
Sorry guys, I didn't have my microphone on. Yeah, so today was good. The weather was good. Yeah, and again, every time we come here, we are so excited to bring us our opinions and our ideas. And every day your mind work and always tell you to tell a story to friends and families.
What did you want to talk about today?
Yeah, today is just to discuss as always we do. So we bring idea, we bring a question. And that's why I keep trying to ask you a question. So now today I'm asking you a question. Up to now, with your age now, what can you tell us about your upbringing, how your family has raised you up? What condition did you live in growing up now with experiences in your life? If somebody asks you, how did you grow up? What is your upbringing? What can you say? Because this world, you have to market yourself. You have to see how your life is, and always your life later learn long time is going to come on basic of your upbringing.
For me, my upbringing, raising here in Australia with from a two-parent household, I feel it was very family orientated. We had we did things as a family. I believe you can call it middle class or working class. You know, lived in a nice suburb, great backyard. We had a backyard we could run and play. You know, we could go and hang out with our friends. You know, yeah, it was a great childhood. So I'd say middle working class. As we got older, you guys started to work a bit more, and you know, for example, you guys left to live in Rwanda and Kenya when we were teenagers. You know, so we went through different periods, but I just remember being in a family and having fun.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, like now, your lifestyle, because there are always many young or old people always you try to blame your upbringing, so the way you are dealing with your lives, working or successful, whatever it is. So anything to blame your family, or what do you feel? Because most young kids say, "Oh, it's because my family like this, because they come like that." Do you have also that kind of just blaming somebody?
No, not really. Not really. Like, I mean, from a young age, I feel like I've always taken responsibility. So it's like at the end of the day, it's about how I take it. Like I remember one time you told me, let me ask you actually. So I was younger,
But you have to finish to answer the question.
huh?
Did you finish up?
Yeah, my answer was no,
Okay.
no, no. You guys, I don't blame anyone. But so I was saying it was one time I was a little kid, and then you said to me, I don't know if you remember this, but you said Sujira, you see how I'm driving trucks, you know, I'm doing these night shifts and driving trucks. The goal is for you to be better than me, so you don't have to be working these trucks. You said something along those lines, like I'll never forget as a child. You said you have to be better than what I'm doing, because I think at that age I was looking up to my dad, you know. But you said like you have to be better than that. You have to do better. What made you say that?
So, and again, is what is bringing again mentality, especially when you're coming from the Africa background. So when you come here, so we have to differentiate jobs we do. So there could be labor job or more a different kind of job. So now, most of the times when you come back, when you live here, we feel labor job is not good
Isn't.
because
Mm-hmm.
yes, you see, you use your labor job in mind is they think it's not good job. It's how it is in people's mind, even though they pay bills, but it's a labor job. So you feel your children is going to be doing labor job, they should be doing more professional work or something we call people successful. But you see, in Australia, it is a base life where now is labor job, you become more professional, you become more successful if you're doing well, because you see you do labor and then also labor become business part of that. Yes, but that times we didn't know. We thought labor is just labor job. See, that was see the different back home and in Australia is that labor job has been given the value of working. It's powerful employment which is make economy the whole world circulate. But labor back home it is not some things where you could be feeling people there. You see here like trading, working plumber, electrician, they make more money than anyone who does professional job. But back home, if you're electrician, plumber, or a construction worker, the pay is not that
Yeah.
good. So that is the level where they should be start thinking back home to make this hardworking class to get paid more, to make a bigger difference for the family and for the economy. Yeah, it makes family for the economy. But again, you see, always again something else it's in mind. I realize most African they've been distracted not to go to do trading job, not to do labor job. See, because that's how mindset it is there. You see, some African kids they rather to go to not working than to do the labor job. But when you look at the background, the Italian, the Greek, the Arabs, all this labor job they do and they make a good living for that. As African, you feel shamed, you feel embarrassed to do labor job. But because again, it's the family, it's the bring up from your child, your parents think that you can't do this labor. But yeah, it's the society which change everything.
Do you think it's because of like black people? It's you're perceiving how it will look from the outside. They don't want to do those jobs?
Yes, because sometimes also you have to differentiate black people or not. We could say African background, American background.
Okay, so African.
Yes, so it's just the mindset because you see, like now in Africa, everybody has a servant. See, and a servant normally is a sign of riches. But is it true? No, because some people have servant, but sometimes they feel they're poor, and they have people who do labor job for them. See, it's different. But in Australia, as a household, a middle class or high class, most of them they don't have servant in their house. They do everything for themselves. See, to have a servant here, you have to be living in another level. So everything you do it by yourself. So now back home, people have servant. People have somebody to do everything, washing, opening the doors, everything there. But sometimes they feel they're poor. Instead to feel proud how rich they are because they have somebody who does things to them. See, but here you do everything there and it becomes much easier to do it.
Yeah, but you did divert from the question. So the question was, as a child, you told me, I want you to be better than me. Why did you say that?
Yes, that was I'm telling you. So because in memories, I didn't tell you even that only. I said, look, there's something you have to choose. You rather do like this trucking work I'm doing as driving truck, or you rather to be a professional doing a good job reaching there. So it's you choose because that's what I say. See, look, there's two ways there. Look what I'm doing there. If you feel you can do it, you can do it. But if you feel you're going to be better than me, that is what you have to do. See, that was the difference because I was showing what I do, and then there was other things you can do which could make much better for you and to live a life. And that is how you motivate people. You show them what you're doing, and they can decide to do different ways, or they can do different ways. And if you don't tell somebody, oh, you're rather better than me, what do you think somebody can be? See, it's good to choose wherever they want to be.
So you were a truck driver. What was that like? And I can see you've always liked working with cars, huh?
Me, when I was 16, my father, I drive a pickup for my father. I drive before I get license. So I drive when I was young. From 16, 18, I could travel to village driving my father's pickup. So it was somethings in my blood for long times. Because when that time I said, why I keep driving it? Because some things I didn't enjoy it. And here it pays to live. It pays to pay school fees. It pays to have a job. It's a job. That is why you choose what you do. See, your mind always can tell you what to do. And you do what is in your mind. And you start doing it when you are young. And when you are young, you keep doing it, you're growing there. And that's why the difference. Sometimes you do something you don't like. And that is so hard. But if you do some things you like, it makes life easier because everything you do is a service. You have to learn. You are giving. So the time of driving truck, I didn't know I was giving people service. I was transporting other people who's there. But you see, sometimes they say, why you can't be owner? Instead, you've been driving.
Or you can't be what? Or owner?
The owner of the business. See, that's another challenge. So even if I was driving my father's truck, we were the family. We own it as a family. But now we're driving to somebody else. But you see, the life changed and the lifestyle changed. You could make a good living. See, if you're a truck driver, you go for holiday. But do you think when a truck driver in Kenya, can you go holiday in anywhere? No, it's so hard. So that's why I say they make a life much easier here. You can have a things. If you hear you're a cleaner or you do any labor job, you get your 6 weeks to go for holiday. You go for 6 weeks to take your kids overseas or wherever we are because you're done your job. We do things there. But do you think a cleaner in Kenya or in Rwanda Can you go on holiday? No. See, you are driving, drive a truck, you do any labor job. Here in Australia, you go in the shop, you buy an iPhone 15, you buy an iPhone 13. You know, in Kenya, to be a driver to buy an iPhone 13 or an iPhone 30, so hard. You see, it's how the life is there. It's how the lifestyle they make it there. But again, you have to work in that direction in the future. But we have to learn whatever job we are doing is a service you are doing it. But and as African mind, the times it was in that times to feel that you used to feel labor job is not good job. It's it's crap job to do. But here they make it. It become worthwhile. It become valuable. It become a part of society because those are the one which are building economy. See, Australia is built by transport. Transport in Australia, it's a huge industry. It's a billion industry from the train, from the truck, from the taxi, from everything there. Look, Uber become a huge industry, taking people from sitting home, just driving, getting money every day, make economy circular, fuel, drive cars, see? So the car keep running. So if you keep running, 6 months you have to take to the mechanic. There have to be anything to be done. The car at the end of the year, you buy maybe tires, you do everything, the fuel every day. You go for car wash. See, that is all the industry somebody create. Not just to driving one person, but to leave home. You go to wash that car. The end of the day, you go to put fuel in that car. You go to have lunch somewhere. You go to have a coffee somewhere. That's the building economy. That is mentality of this Western country is the base of economy. The culture is the base of economy. Everybody driving had to have time to buy a coffee. See, you buy a coffee, you're paying somebody's salary. That's how it is, Yeah.
Was there any other questions you had for me?
Yes. See, when we started, I was asking you a question, and then you do that. So sometimes you just let us somebody does first because when you're distracting, it doesn't bring a good conversation. Because yes, I was parting to ask you a question, and then we bring you ask question, and so always you let somebody plan and they finish question, and make it easier to be able to open discussion. And as I say, as want to grow up, yes, that we talk. We want to take responsibility for yourself. Yes. So whatever you go to be, it is what you go to choose to be. So whatever now who you are, it's your choice. Yes. If you know at the end of the week you can't make money for your ends meet, you have to know this is my responsibility. You see, as when we leave our parents now, something there, we start having life. We are 26 years old. 26 years old, you run away from your house to feed yourself, to put roof after yourself, to be somebody. But now how do you think about that? Because people, that I'm saying, even in Africa, people leave their home, their house, even though their life is so hard. But people make life for themselves with young age, with the condition we live there. See, even if we're in Africa, we were in Kenya, we travel with the thing there. You see, we work, we live to thinking there. By age of 26, we already started. Maybe your mom started when you're young. So, but how you guys, you start make your life at an old age? How do you feel about that?
Like in terms of getting older and
Yeah, and then start living your life for your own. You still live with your parents or something. So what doesn't what didn't go the right way or is what you plan to wish to live with your parents until something like that. So how are you going to leave your parents to be able to live with comfortable by yourself?
depends how fast I'm able to execute and get a stable income.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Why did it take long time to
Oh,
get
why
to
does it
stable
take long?
income?
I think most of my life it was all about taking risks. You know, leaving the country, going here for something that I love, for a dream, for a passion. So, those years is where maybe a lot of the times one builds up stability, I guess, because they're in one place and they're growing. But it was quite hard for me to do that, traveling to different countries and you know pursuing the art, the passion more. So I I guess that and yeah, in another life, it could have maybe fruition where I had a great income or I had a stability overseas, but it didn't pan out that way. So I think that's why, like, let's say here I'm at the age of 27, turning 28 this year, still living home with my parents. But it's also like a booster for me at the same time in terms of being able to still take risks, because imagine now I'm doing all this stuff and then I'm having, the rent and I have my own place and, it's quite hard, So, I mean, to answer your question, yeah.
So is it because of comfort for you house it with your parents? When you say it's harder for yourself,
Well, like harder for in what way?
yeah, you say it's harder, is what you say, it's harder. But also, is it because it's hard or is it because you live comfortable with your parents?
Oh yeah, in terms of if I was to be outside, it'd be yeah, I guess because it's comfortable. Because at the end of the day, like one thing even you said is even no matter when you go out there, you're gonna figure it out at the end of the day. You always do figure it out. So of course I believe if that was to happen, I would manage and I would do quite well and maybe it is also that comfortability. Um, but at the same time it's like even still in terms of attempting to reach your goals, I'm in a space where I'm not in survival mode a lot. Yeah.
So and also because the question again is what we hear outside for the other young generation, and when you're discussing. So are you a part of those people also who blame the system or who blame the government or who blame uh, the system in place to be able to become successful?
No. Like I was never even me like since I was younger, but even as I got older, even those things with politics, I never got into it. Like when people get so passionate about it, because whoever is the president or prime minister is not gonna, it's not, it's not gonna make a difference to my life whatsoever. So like that's what I'm saying. The government, like it doesn't make a difference, But and if you do think about it, like a country like Australia, the government, to be honest, is quite good. They're quite supportive if you're aware of it in providing you a platform to conduct business or do whatever you want to do. So yeah, in terms of government politics, no.
Yes, because at least the Australia, because there's too much choice, is it make also people don't even work harder for themselves because everything's there to be supported.
Yeah. Any other question?
No.
You don't have another question?
Yes, because as I say, you distracted many questions. The one I wrote them down, I didn't bring them today. But I think also it's good a short one to do and to discuss what's doing there. So and we have to be prepared more to come always on these times to discuss about at least always our personal experience and whatever we face every day. Even now, I ask a question. There is today this uh, whenever we're facing somebody start abusing us, and what do you think about that? If somebody started sending a message on your platforms, what do you think about that?
To be honest, when like I see like negative comments, negative messages, like I've gotten older now where I see if someone has negativity to write you a message and be like go out of their way to be negative towards you, I see more to have empathy for that person, because when I see that, it's more frustration of themselves. You see, when you're negative, when you go out of your way and spend energy and time and attention to be negative to someone, to write a comment, like that's like you got to see that's within someone's heart, So I feel empathy for that person because it's more showing me that they're more frustrated within themselves, and I'm just the objection of their frustration.
So are you willing to help them? Because also as human beings, so we start learning to help each other. Do you feel you have responsibility to help them?
Yeah, I feel it's important.
Yeah. So how do you help them now? How did you help them now in this situation?
I think if someone comes to write a negative comment, it's good because now they're consuming the content. So when they keep consuming the content, they could be like, oh wow, like hopefully there's a lesson in there.
Yeah, but how do you help them the other side? Or you don't know what about them?
I feel the only way for me to help someone who is negative is for me to keep loving myself. Because if I can keep loving myself, because at the same time, I can't get confused to judge another person, because my mind might judge another person and be like, how can they be negative to me? How can, and then I start judging them. But I'm just the same if I start judging. So I think the best solution is for me to keep loving myself. If I keep loving myself, then whatever someone says to me, I take the good, negative, and the positive, because you can't have one without the other. You can't have one without the other. So,
but as you're loving yourself, how is it going to help the other person who have frustrated, who have the need to be answered? So how do you help them? Because remember, it's to help each other, to help other people the other side. So by loving yourself, how do you go to help them to solve their issues?
I think hatred is dealt with by love. Hatred is dealt with. Hatred is never dealt with more hatred. Hatred is dealt with by love. So for me to love myself, and that shows and projects out, that is the only thing that's in my control.
Yeah, but if you learn the message, and then what's love you're going to put him there? So you say, oh, I love you back, and then you be answered his question, or see, it's the customer service. So how do you deal with angry customer?
You know what I do with people when people write a negative comment, I say to them, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to comment on my content. Like, I don't consume anyone else's content. I certainly wouldn't consume their content if people do produce content. I wouldn't even spend a second on someone else because it's none of my business. So for someone to take their time, come on my profile or come on wherever and comment, like, that's a supporter. That's someone who's taken the time is so valuable.
Yeah, it's still your audience.
That's my audience. It's like your marketing team. So positive and negative, it's the same, and it's when we take the positive. When someone writes a positive comment, we take that to heart. But when you take a positive comment to heart, when the negative comment comes, you're going to take that to heart too.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you. Wait, it's going to cut off. How do you feel when you see a negative comment?
Yeah, so if something related to me, so I have to look myself, is it right or it's wrong? Or is it his opinion? So because sometimes people's opinions, they can thinking you are wrong. So I have to judge first with the anger, and then I'll have to look what is the issue there. And then if something's related to me, so I have to think how I can be better at that, and I take responsibility. But if you found it's something nothing to do with me, so I don't need to answer that. I don't need to open that conversation, because sometimes somebody can tell you some things, and then you look, you found it, it sound is it within you, you're feeling there, so that now we can open conversation, and then you can change. But if something nothing to do with you, you don't bring the conversation. Like now, if that one it was nothing to do with me, so I can't able to put my times there to answer. But that's why I say every comment is is a variable. Is a variable. Somebody's time is there, so you have to check if it's with you or if it's not with you, because everybody is taught, and always somebody have to have their thought and their opinions. But does it affect you? Yes. Do you feel bad? Yes. Do you question about it? Yes. Even if they lie, you see, people can lie something. So why somebody may be lying about you, about your comment? Why somebody can create something there from not trigger? See, that is the question. Somebody can create something, see you there, and then he says some things you haven't done. Yes, some they do. But again, also some also is better they keep quiet. So when you keep quiet, also is communicating. Yeah, talking or keep quiet, both is a communication skills. Because if somebody keep quiet, you have to read. You have to think what he's thinking through your mind.
I even had on LinkedIn, like it was a little bit of an argument with another professional person. They were actually at the Afropreneurs Summit, and it was about racism, and they kept complaining about racism. And I said something like, "Look, I personally believe racism is a social construct, and we are made in the image of God. And when you know that, then if someone discriminates against you or doesn't allow you in the building, you may feel, whether it's rejection or whether it's the color of your skin, that I gotta go start my own building. I gotta go create my own building, and I'll be so good that they can't help but to work with me. And if someone doesn't want to work with me, that's fine. They're subject to whoever they want to work with." And so the person got mad, said, "No, racism is here. It's a debate. Don't forget about it." Da, da, da. I said, "Okay, that's your opinion, and that's the great thing about life. We all have different opinions. I respect that." But then I just couldn't keep arguing. So it was just like made the point to connect, network. But I feel when that saying is so true, when there's two people arguing, you won't know which one's the fool, no matter what points you're bringing up.
Yes, both of them they're full. See, to be full is not anything wrong to be doing that thing. But say you bring your opinion, you bring other opinion, and so the problem is everybody want to win. So why do you want to win? Why? Why your opinion want to be the best one? So that is the issue. But if you say, and sometimes you have to be differentiate and somebody talk to. So if somebody has faced the real racism, it's going to be very hard to argue with them. See, so also you as a person, you have to judge before you go into argument. Why do you need to go with that argument if someone said like that? Yeah, why don't let him feel his way? See that it's the problem is you to go to argue with somebody. So him he's believing his experience has faced whatever he feels. It could be right, it could be not right, but it's how he felt. See, so the problem is whatever he felt, how is he going to get solution from that? See, that's the problem we keep facing there. there are people who are racist. So how are we going to change them? By saying no to racism? Do you think that person is going to like you because you say, oh, stop it? You see, that's the question people will have to ask ourselves. If somebody hates you, how do you go to make him love you? Yes, you go there, somebody's racist, is white, he saw you, or he's Asian, or he's Chinese, or he's Indian, he saw you are black, he say you can't enter here. What do you do? See, that's the question there. He could be based on not, you could think it's because of your color. Maybe it could be something else. Somebody can do that. You see? And that is why you got to always keep us Australia asking, are you facing racism against who? Is it a white person? Or is it immigrant like you? Is it Chinese? Is it Indian? Is it Islander? Is it Lebanese? You go there, you go to enter the club, you find all bouncers, they are islanders. They saw you there on the gate, say, no, you can't enter, you are drunk. And then you go home. Are you going to call them racist? Maybe. You see? But they say themselves, they can go somewhere and they found somebody, a white person, they say, we can't come here, and they call him a racist? Maybe. See, that's the question we have to figure out who blaming racism to who.
It's true. It's true when you think about it. Like you said one day, you said, rejection is rejection. Sometimes someone is just genuinely rejecting you, and then you think because you're black. But also, I also see and I said this.
But rejection is not racism.
That's what I'm saying. But because someone could be white and maybe they're just rejecting you, you might, in your mind, through imagination, now say, "Oh, that person was just racist." But maybe they just, and like one thing I said, and I'll probably make this into a clip, but I said, I also understand if, let's say, they're in a job and they want to keep it with maybe how they look, or you see that in different communities, they hire their own. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know. For me, it's just like, I don't see it. I think if there's white supremacy, then I don't blame them. They're building if they want to build their community or whoever their group, then great. You know what I mean? We can build our own. And that's what I'm so passionate about, is like, we can build our own platforms,
Yes, how can we build it again? So it's the question about what you're talking about. You see, sometimes you have to stop to generalize. So when you generalize thinking there, it's why I think it doesn't work. Yes, don't generalize. If there's no case by case, don't generalize. Don't say, oh, this is okay, or this is something. So whatever, everything's happening, there is a reason. Always, everything's just is a transaction. Somebody pays for it, and then you work that way. Because no matter who you feel, your supremacy, inferiority, everything there, the life is still the same. You are born, and at the end of the day, you die. It's two-way. There's no different ways. See, no matter supremacy you are, you go home, you face your life there. You face your life by yourself there. You're not going to be saved because you are which color. See, your time comes, you are going there. Somebody maybe when you go to the hospital, even don't touch you, they don't treat you the right way. You may be healed, even without be touched. But somebody could be touched, they could be taken care, and it goes away straight away. So I think life also, it doesn't work that way sometimes. Life itself, it's life for everyone. But again, because life is imagination, when you think life as imagination, it works better for you. You make your life much easier.
It's true. The life of imagination. It's powerful. We imagine this. This was in our imagination, and now we're here podcasting. What are your thoughts about like just becoming bigger and having to face again quite a lot, like let's say negative comments, or just in terms of being open, like you're a personal brand now. Think about it, like our name is a brand. So like, how do you feel about that?
You have to feel proud of yourself, but again, you have to know it's everything's going to be attacked. Every business had to be attacked. Every brand had to be attacked. So that is how life is. There's nothing we could see never been attacked. So that is why you have to find people. They have team. They have to protect themselves. They have to put the system in place to protect them. But people, they go to attack you, especially, and attacking is not coming from people who don't know you. Also, your people, they go to attack you. And always the people who attack you, they are people who are around you. You yourself, your family, your wife, your children, your uncle, your aunties, everything. So the attacking start within you, and then it goes outside there. So it's how you keep planning, how you keep faith in your mind, how you believe yourself, and you work on it there, because creating a brand is not easy. It's a war itself, it's a challenge, but you have to have experience in working day by day, and I think see everything being attacked, and then people recover, everybody recover. That's how life is. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, you did make me laugh today. So guys, Dad received a negative comment on Facebook, and it said someone said something about your son, and then he said, that's why I'm preaching.
Yes, so that's why I see that is the truth. But I didn't tell her that way because I didn't want to make her angry. So I'm preaching because try to have experience, to tell my children to be good, nice to people, to tell my children to grow, even myself to grow. That's how we do. People thinking because you're doing this because, oh, your family is good, everything's right, everything's 100%. No. That I say, I have to inspire my children. I have to inspire my kids. And my kids also, they can be motivated by them, or can inspire myself. See, you have a wife, you have relatives. So always you have to be inspired to each other. See, as they say, it's not a different other people. Your children, your wife, your uncle, your auntie, they are other people in terms of life. Yeah. So now because I was preaching and then say, oh, your son like this, you get angry. So now they think because you're a preacher, your children have to be 100% the way they should be. No, even you yourself, it's always mind take you in different challenge.
And it's like, that's why also you're preaching or speaking from experience to educate, just like the way you'd educate your son, just like the way you'd educate a random person. It's like you're speaking through inspiration. So
Yes.
someone was saying, oh, your son like this, you said, that's why I'm preaching,
Yes,
but
I'm preaching to be good, not to continue to be bad.
And it's true, it's like your son it's another person. Your brother is another person.
Yes.
It's another
It's
human
other
being.
people.
Your own son will be the one to stab you behind the back.
It's going to attack you the same like somebody from outside. Yeah.
It's always the people in your closest circle who attack you.
And you see that other things always they say, the Bible there's a story for Cain and Abel. So that's what it is. Cain attack his brother, Abel. So that's how family they're attacking each other every time. Even though you grow up together, you share everything there. You learn it when your parents passed away, like you go to share inheritance When you're sharing inheritance, you go to look, oh, this is my brother, or this is my sister, people take everything from you. They may even kill you. They may even, that is what mean by Cain and Abel. It was not anything else. Is some things happen to your life every day. Your life always they're going to be a trigger in the family. Brother and sister, they can't share food. They can't share meal. They can't share water. See, so that is killing each other.
And I do say, you said something important. You said, now, because we are a brand, our family name is a brand, people think like it's a perfect family, it's a good family. But at the same time, is that marketing? Is that the power of us marketing ourselves? Of course, in everywhere you go, nothing is perfect. And that's what I love about us, is we're so open with life. We're so vulnerable. We're here. Like, we make mistakes. We go through things. And, so is that good marketing from us when on the outside people see that, oh, wow.
Yes, of course, you have to market yourself as a perfect family. Yeah, that's how market is. So because, yes, to market yourself is just to work with yourself, whatever you feel, honest to yourself. See, because everything's not going to be 100%, but you have to bring which is going to build you, which is going to motivate other people, which is going to build some people. But you see, everybody's not going to take the same message as you. You see, we grow up with people. Grow up. People went to same school. You go think there. You start a project. Sometimes no one is going to come to your support. No one is going to sing there. So I could give an example when I started this mind-blowing name change thing there. So we have like Rwandan association together as a group, and I started, showing what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, my opinion, everything's there. So you see, now they say, no. Why this guy keep telling us this thing there? Why keep telling us people who are God? Why keep there? And then they say, why do you allow him even to post on this thing there? You see, and that I thought that is my community. This is the thing there. So they have to ban me. They have to say, okay, no, we can't allow him now anymore. So now you have to go to the chairman before anything you want to post. So they give you permission, and then they can post on them. But you see, they are taught. So they are taught saying that, look, you are bringing bad, you are bringing negativities, you are bringing saying, oh, we are God, as we are not God. See, there's only one God. You see, don't tell us to change name. Who are you to tell us to change everyone's name? See, because they are not related with your opinions. See, but those things, it should not make you angry, because everybody, they have their thought and thing there. But what do? You continue to preach what you preach. You continue you got different ways of thinking there, but you continue to preach them. Maybe someday will come. Someday will support you. Yeah. Now things, you see, sometimes people can laugh at you. Oh, look, you have 500 only followers. Why do you have things? Because you start from zero. Zero become 10. 10 become 100. 100 become 500. 500 become 5,000. See, everything's just started day by day.
And it's so funny because, like, even with things like let's say you speak with an African accent, you're here, in your 50s, but that's also what makes you so unique. What makes you funny. Like, it makes like this. Look at this dad, and it's just interesting. But like, I don't know, for some reason I didn't imagine, like, the more you start to rise, the more negativity in terms of where you can see in comments. But I will tell you one thing, like, I have YouTube shorts, and on my YouTube shorts, I have people commenting all day long. They just comment, they argue with themselves. Sometimes I'll go look at my comments, and then I can see people like arguing between themselves, having fights. I do, whoa, like, I check my comments, I'm like, damn, some abuse me, I just scroll and then I like them. But it's interesting, right? Like, that's the level that, Imagine now someone coming and abusing your dad or your mom. I never thought about things like that. I never thought about someone coming and abusing my mom. And you see it, for example, football players. David Beckham talked about when he made that mistake. It was the worst. People were abusing his wife on the streets, abusing the wife. Do you remember when he got the red card? You're abusing the parents. And he said it was the worst time. And those were days there was no social media. So people were doing it in front of your face. So, yeah, I never thought about that. It's interesting to start to receive more.
Remember, because also those things you can't control it. See, Beckham, he was doing good. See, you do things good for the country, you did everything for them, but he make a mistake, everybody against them. But again, also the society start changing a little bit. It started changing a little bit. Those negativity people who somebody been attacked because you've been working for the country, he been put his times there, he did a lot of the country, and then he do something strong, and everybody is against it. But again, you see, it's a mind. Every mind is going to be attacked. Every mind, every business is going to be attacked. No one, especially when you are in the public eyes, you're going to be attacked. There's no issue. It's going to be much easier there. But again, you have to be people who are stronger to fight is to have in their imagination. Whatever other people say, is their opinion. Their opinion mean nothing. Yeah, it's just their thought. And they have to express their thought. They have to express their anger. If it's told to you because there's something to do with you, what do? You look at them, they go back, you go say, why did I do that? Every things you do, your mind is going to question. See, that's what we call judgment. The judgment, people thinking, oh, Jesus is going to come to judge us. There's no that kind of Jesus who will come to judge people. You judge yourself for everything you do every day. You insult somebody on the street because of traffic offense or something there. But while you're going, you pass there. Straight away, somebody will deal with you. You're asking you, why do you do that? Oh, look, he was doing that. You see, why? We should be kind or should be thinking that. The question is going to be there. And that image, you got to keep it the whole night. See, it's the same. The person who abused and the abuser, they got to keep those image in there all day or night. And that's how it works. The judgment is within you for whatever you have done every day.
I think that was a fabulous episode. This is the highest live we've had. So we're getting so much support. We want to thank you guys so much for all the support, guys. Please take more time to comment. Take time to comment, to like, to share, to subscribe on all of our platforms. We love you guys so much. More content on the way. I think that was a really cool conversation. We appreciate everyone. And Dad, you have a message?
Yeah, it's just the same message to thank you guys, and always we want your feedback. Your feedback is going to make us to grow. It's going to make us to continue to share. But remember, we have the answer for every question. We have mind. We've been working on it in every single day. We want to share with you. We want to grow with you, and that's how it is. And always we keep to enjoy this social media marketing is the best tools a mind of man has created to share communication, to put information every person in front of us. Now, every time you can't know anything there, you put on your phone, you found information, and then you found the answer what you want to do. Guys, thank you and keep you supporting us.
Thanks, Gosh. See you later. Let's get the thumbnail.
My drinks are finished. Look. I think this could be a nice photo.
Mhm.
You could be marketing for that. You can market this class.
For the class.
Mhm.
Done.
And then that one.